Good morning. Thanks for joining me at Coffee with Corey. Here we are again, the north side of Lido Key, hanging out with my favorite mermaids. And this spot has returned to what it was when I fell in love with it so many months ago. There's no heavy equipment out in the Gulf dredging up the sand and pumping it back onto the beach. There's no boats cruising by with spotlights like there was the last time we were here. So just peace and serenity, and the waves and the stars and everything. Like I mentioned, that I fell in love with about this spot so many months ago. There is a possibility that we'll get a four-wheeler cruising down the beach before we're done chatting here. It's turtle nesting season here on the islands, and so there's a chance that we'll get some visitors here yet. It'd be really cool if a turtle happened to join us this morning. I've been out at the beach every morning since we've been here, and haven't seen one yet. But you know, that's one of the reasons that I get up early, is because of the things that you just don't know, and the hope that you'll see something kind of out of the ordinary. If you're friends with me on social media, you might have noticed a few days ago that I got to witness a SpaceX launch from Bean Point. That was pretty amazing. I've seen it one other time, and I actually knew that it was planned this time, or that it was going to happen, because Jossie told me about it the night before, and so I was kind of prepped and waiting for it. And it did not disappoint. It was really cool. So the one item that I really want to touch on this morning, and if I had to guess, I would say that a lot of you have either seen this speech already or seen clips of it. But Eric Church, famous country music singer, delivered a speech at the graduation ceremony for University of North Carolina a few weeks ago. And it's impressive. It really speaks about a lot of things that are important to so many people, which is why it's getting shared all over the internet, and has become such a kind of a viral video, as they say in the social media world. But before I knew anything about this speech, and I think it was probably maybe the day or two after it happened, a good buddy of mine sent me the clip of it that's probably the most important clip to me, or the one that I grab onto the most. It talks about the low E, the first string, and the foundation of your life. And as Eric Church said, that very bottom of you, that thing that you can always return to, is your faith. And I really enjoyed and took from that a few things. Number one, when he talked about faith, he didn't make it about a certain religion. He didn't make it even about religion necessarily. He made it about the faith and what your beliefs are in what this life is all about, and what you owe to this life. I thought that was just a really great way to put it. And the other item with it that he said is that the people that tend to their faith in ordinary seasons do not come undone in extraordinary ones. And I felt like that ties back to some of the things that we've talked about in our conversations previously. You know, the extraordinary seasons that Eric Church mentioned, it seemed like he was talking about, or somewhat referencing, because he went on to talk about having the tough times in hospital rooms late at night. And so it seemed like he was talking about extraordinary seasons that were potentially the lowest points of your life, which obviously is important to have your faith then. But as we've talked about before too, those extraordinary seasons of your life when you're on top of the world and everything is going wonderfully, it's important to keep that faith at those times as well. And so I think, you know, as he references, just tend to your faith at all times, and it will always be there for you when you're at the highest of highs or the lowest of lows, because it's just something that you can always lean on. So when my good buddy Chad sent me that video, I replied to him and thanked him for valuing our friendship enough to send something so important to me. And I value all of your friendship so very much that I wanted to make sure that I shared it with all of you as well. So thanks again for joining me at Coffee with Kory here on the north side of Lido Key, and I hope to see you again next week back at Tavern 88.